Good morning, students. Today we are starting the chapter General Issues, Social Aspects. In your previous class, we have already learned that general equality is an important feature of our democracy. In this class, we will study about what is gender, how does gender create inequalities in society, how boys and girls are given different roles by society, and how men and women are treated differently in most societies. First of all, let's discuss what is gender. There are two types of difference between men and women. First is biological or physical, and second is society expectations. What is biological or physical difference? We are born either as male or female. So this male or female is your biological difference. And what society expect? How society expect girls and boys to behave, or the role or pattern of behavior dictated by the society as masculine or feminine. This is what we call as society expectations. So there are two type of difference, that is biological, physical, or society expectation. In class 6, you must have studied about stereotypes. What are stereotypes? It is the image we form about a person or a group of people based on the assumption that everyone in that particular group will look or act the same way. For example, most of the people in our society think that women are too emotional, women leaders are bossy, and women kids will get in the way of their work. So these are some of the stereotype thinking that people are having for the women. Now that stereotypes men and women have resulted in gender equality. Now what is gender equality? When men and women are treated differently, it is called gender equality. In our society, old age customs and tradition have shaped women's lives. They think that women are fit to do only household work and bear children. And there is vast difference in the education level of men and women. Female foeticide is the inhuman practice where the female child is killed at birth or even before birth. And dowry is one of the reasons why parents think that female child is burden for them. Why dowry is one of the reasons? Because father has to use all his savings or even take huge loans to get her daughter married. Now let's discuss some factors that create gender inequality. Family, school, religion and media are some of the factors that create gender inequality. Now let's discuss these factors in detail. We'll start with the family. The family is the first influence in the child life. It is here that child learn the basic values and how they should behave and interact with the society. In most of the families, father is considered the head of the family and men are only called breadwinners. What do you mean by breadwinners? The person who earn for the family. Women only do household work and daughter education is not given much importance, and they are not having right to put their opinion in the family. Thus, child learn gender inequality from the family where women always play submissive role and the man dominates. So it is the responsibility of the family to discuss with their children that both the child, whether it is woman or men, both are important for the society and there is no discrimination between men and women. School is an important agency of formal education. It plays a major role in gender inequalities. In many schools, boys and girls are given opportunities to excel in different fields. Boys are encouraged to excel in sports while girls have the option to take up sewing and knitting machines. In most of the textbook, women are shown doing household work while men are relaxing. So school going children get very easily influenced. So it is important that they learn the right values when young that will shape their attitude towards life in general. Boys and girls both should get equal opportunity to excel in different fields. Now, if we talk about religion, women face discrimination in the field of religion too. Traditionally, they have been denied their right to education. Men have often interpreted religious texts to suit their own needs. Women participation in certain ritual is not allowed, and widows face severe restrictions in the society. We all know that religion play very important role in people's life. So instead of blindly following age-old customs and traditions, it can be used to bring about equality in the society. Media plays a very important factor in gender inequalities. Media has a great influence on people. Advertisement and commercial plays big role in training people mind. Most commercial and advertisement for kitchen, detergent, etc. show women. Advertisement of cars, electronic gadgets mostly show men. Even our TV serials portray that Indian woman as a great example of patience and disobedience, and one should silently bear all the tortures and hardships. So it is the responsibility of the media to portray good example in front of the public. Winds of change. If we talk about today, expectations of the society from a men and women have changed. Now women are at par with men. Women have entered male dominating professions like fighter pilot, army, NASA, etc. During the Industrial Revolution in Europe, the women position changed when they adopted the role of breadwinners. In Indian society, women were forced to follow inhuman customs like sati and parda system. In 19th century, social reforms like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar, Jyotiba Phule and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan took the cause for the liberation of women. Because of them, school, colleges were opened and inhuman customs were banned. Many Indian women, Annie Besant, Sarojini Naidu and Sucheta Kriplani took part in Indian freedom struggle. Now let's talk about women and education. Education can bring change in the position of women in the society. Today, women are highly educated and highly qualified professionals and scholars. Dayanand Saraswati and Ishwar Chand Vidyasagar encourage the cause of women education. Rokeya Shaktawat, one of the remarkable women with progressive and radical thought, contributed in the spread of women. Now let's discuss some steps taken by the government towards empowerment and gender equality. Establishment of separate ministry for women and child development, which is meant to improve their conditions. Reservation in panchayat and many other government sectors. Establishment of National Women Constitution for women justice and launching of various welfare programs for improving the women's status. Promote education of girls, concession in fees, free textbook, uniforms and scholarships. Laws for equal share in parental property and no discrimination in the matters of public employment against any citizen on the ground of sex. With the aim to curb female foeticide and to promote education of girls, the government of NCT of Delhi launched the Ladli scheme in 2007. The criteria to participate in this scheme are girl born after 2008, girl entering class 1, 6, 9, passing 10th and entering 12th, annual family income should be less than 1 lakh, limited till 2 girls, within 1 year of birth and 90 days of school admission, and rupees 35,000 deposited in installment, which increases to 1 lakh till 18 years of age. So students, now it's time for some brainstorming exercise. So let's start. What is gender? What do you understand by the word breadwinners? Name the factors that create gender inequalities. What do you understand by female foeticides? So students, give me the answers of these questions in the comment section below. Thank you. So students, that's all with this chapter. Have a good day.